Hello everyone, it's me Sanjay Vasu back again for another video. This time I'm doing it on Cambridge Lower Secondary Sample Test for Mathematics Paper 2 Stage 9 for September 2020. You may use a calculator. Let's start. Question 1. Simplify x to the power 4 into x to the power 5. When you multiply two numbers with the same base, different powers, you can add the powers. X to the power 4 plus 5, x to the power 9. Question 2. Here's an expression 3 into x minus 2 the whole squared by 5. A value of x is substituted into the expression. Take the operations as performed first when the value of this expression is calculated. Actually over here, minus 2 is performed first. Because after we get the x value, let's say x is equal to 3. 3 minus 2 is performed only then we can square it. So minus 2 is first. Question 3. The length of a book is 25 centimeters to the nearest centimeter. Complete the statements about the length of a book. The lower limit for the length of the book is dash centimeters, 24.5. Because it's the nearest centimeter, that means nearest 1 centimeter. Divide by 2, we get 0.5 centimeters. And we just subtract 0.5 to get the lower bound. And the upper limit, we just add 0.5. And that'll be 25.5 centimeters for the upper limit. Question 4. The diagram shows two straight lines crossing a pair of parallel lines. Here are some statements about angle A. Take the two correct statements. Angle A corresponds to angle B. No, that's wrong. Angle A is alternate to angle C because these two are the inner angles on opposite sides of the transversal line, which is the first one. This is correct. They are alternate. Angle A is equal to angle D. Yes, that's correct because they are corresponding angles. Angle A is vertically opposite to angle E. Well, that's wrong because it's on the same line. And that's why we've taken two correct statements. That's the answer. Question 5. A. Find the size of each interior angle in a regular pentagon. So you can find the exterior angle first, and then 180 minus the exterior is interior. So exterior angle is 360 by the number of sides. In the pentagon, it's 5. That'll be 72 degrees. Now the interior angle is equal to 180 minus exterior angle, which is 72. That'll be 108 degrees. B. The cross-section of a prism is a regular pentagon. Draw the number of planes of symmetry of the prism. In a prism, if there's a regular polygon, that means the number of planes of symmetry is always equal to the number of sides of that polygon plus 1. In this case, it's 5 plus 1, which is 6. That's the answer. Question 6. A cylinder has radius 7 centimeters and height 15 centimeters. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. The volume is equal to pi r squared h. And we can substitute now pi into 7 squared multiplied by 15. 49 pi into 15. Let's get our calculator out. There we are. 49 into 15. And then we multiply by pi. 2309.07 centimeters cubed. That's the answer. Let's go to the next question. Question 7. A. Complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus 4. When x is minus 3, y will be minus 3 whole squared minus 4. That's 9 minus 4, 5. When x is minus 1, it will be minus 1 squared minus 4. 1 minus 4, which is minus 3. When x is equal to 3, y will be 3 squared minus 4, 9 minus 4, which is just 5. B. Draw the graph of y equals x squared minus 4 for the values of x between minus 3 and 3. So let's plot the points. Minus 3, 5, minus 2, 0, minus 1, minus 3, 0, minus 4, 1, minus 3, 2, 0, and 3, 5. Now we can simply connect these points using a curve like this. And this is the graph. That's the answer. Let's go to question 8. The table shows information about the temperatures in 20 cities one day. A. Complete the frequency polygon to show this information. So we have already 3 given, and that means 3 cities' frequencies. Now we need to find frequency for these two. But first, we can see that the points are at temperature 7, 9, and 11. Those are the midpoints of these ranges. So we'll write the midpoint column, make it here, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. And now we can use those midpoints, last two, and the frequencies. So midpoint 13, frequency is 3, the point will be there. Midpoint is 15, frequency is 8, goes up there. Now we can just connect it using two lines. That's the answer. B, draw a ring around the interval that contains the median temperature. So the median is 20 plus 1 by 2, which is 10.5. Because there are 20 cities, we do 20 plus 1 by 2. 10.5, and that means it is the 10th plus 11th values divided by 2. So where can we find 10th and 11th values? Of here it's 3, 4th and 5th are here, 6, 7, 8, 9 are here, 10, 11, 12 are in this one. So this interval contains the median temperature. C, find the greatest possible value of the range of the temperatures. We need to find the greatest possible value of the range of the temperatures. That means the biggest value minus the smallest value. Biggest value is 16 because even though it's a less than sign which does not include 16, the next number just below 16 is 15.99999. It's not integer, just a number, a real number. And that can be simply estimated to 16, right? And the lowest value is 6. So the greatest possible value of the range will be 16 minus 6, which is equal to 10 degrees Celsius. That's the answer. Question 9. A. Here are the equations of some straight line graphs. Draw a ring around the graph with gradient 2. That means the coefficient of x, number right next to x, has to be 2. That is fulfilled in the second equation. B. Yours teacher asked him to write down 3 properties of the graph of y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 6x plus 1. Both have in common. Yuri has written down 2 properties. Complete Yuri's list by writing another property that the 2 graphs both have in common. We can see that y equals 2x plus 1 and 6x plus 1 both have 1 as the y-intercept. So we can write they both have the same y-intercept, which is 1. That's the answer. Let's go to question 10. The diagram shows 2 shapes on the grid. Shape Q is an enlargement of shape P. A, write down the scale factor of the enlargement. Let's take one side. So over here the length is 2. Over here it's 6, which is equal to 3 into 2. Because we're multiplying by 3, we get scale factor 3. B, find the center of enlargement. If you draw a dotted line like this, straight through 2 of these corners, it'll go down to the origin, which is 0, 0. I'll show you how. Because when you take one diagonal, which means one up and one right, it comes to the point of the original shape. When you take 3 up and 3 right, because scale factor is 3, that'll make 3 into 1 is 3 on both up and right. That means it'll come to the same corner of the enlarged shape. That's why 0, 0 is the answer. Question 11. The diagram shows a semicircle with radius 12.3 centimeters. Calculate the perimeter of this semicircle. So we need to find 2 pi r by 2 plus d. Cancel out the 2's, it's just pi r plus d. By the way, d is the diameter, which is 12.3 into 2, which is equal to 24.6 centimeters. So pi r plus d will be 12.3 pi plus 24.6. Let's get our calculator out. 12.3 into pi plus 24.6. It's equal to 63.24 centimeters. That's the answer. Let's go to question 12. It takes 5 workers 300 minutes to decorate some cakes. Find out how many minutes it'll take for 12 workers to decorate the same number of cakes. This is in inverse proportion. How? Because it's obvious that if there are more number of workers, that means the workers increases. That means the time taken will decrease. So 12 is equal to 5 into 12 by 5. Now the time taken for 12 workers is 5 by 12 into 300, which is equal to 125 minutes. That's the answer. Let's go to question 13. The table shows the price of two laptops. Price of laptop A increased by 12%. Price of laptop B decreased by 5%. Tick to show which laptop is more expensive after the changes. Show how you worked out the answer. So laptop A, I'll write as LA, will be 650 into 112% because increasing. 650 into 1.12. Let's get our calculator out. 650 into 1.12. We get $728. And now for laptop B, it's equal to 760 into 95% because decreased by 5%. That'll be 760 into 0.95, which is equal to, let's get our calculator. We get $722. 728 is greater than 722. So laptop A price is greater than laptop B price. So laptop A is more expensive. That's the answer. Question 14. The n term of a sequence is n squared plus a. Sixth term is 29. Find the sum of the first four terms. Substituting n equals 6 and the value is 29. That'll be 6 squared plus a equals 29. 36 plus a equals 29. A is equal to 29 minus 36, which is minus 7. So for the first four terms, first term, you can substitute n equals 1. By the way, this formula becomes n squared minus 7. So first term is 1 squared minus 7, which is minus 6. Second term is 2 squared minus 7, which is minus 3. Third term is 3 squared minus 7, 9 minus 7 is 2. Fourth term, it's 4 squared minus 7, which is equal to 16 minus 7, which is 9. So the sum of these, if we add all of these up, we get 2. And that's our answer. Let's go to question 15. Make t the subject of the formula w equals 2t by 5 minus 1. We can bring minus 1 to the other side. W plus 1 equals 2t by 5. And that means 5 into w plus 1 is equal to 2t. T is equal to 5 into w plus 1 by 2. That's the answer. 5 into w plus 1 by 2. Question 16. Show that 4y into 5 minus 9y plus 6y into 6y minus 1 is equal to 14y. So we can simplify it. That'll be 20y minus 36y squared plus 36y squared minus 6y. We can cancel out the 36y squared. We get 14y. Question 17. ABCD is a kite. E is a point on CD. Calculate the value of x, which is this angle. So you can find this angle here, which is angle CBE. Because we know two angles in the triangle, we can find a third one. That'll be 180 minus 38 minus 90, which is equal to 52 degrees. Now for the full angle over here. Because these two angles are the same in a kite, so we can do angle ABC is equal to 360 because that's the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral minus 78 minus 38 and divide by 2 because these two are equal. If we did it correctly, you get the answer as 122 degrees. So there's 52. The full thing is 122 degrees. So angle ABE is equal to x. That's equal to 122 minus 52, which is equal to 70 degrees. That's the answer. Question 18. Rajiv sells balloons that are colored either red, green, blue, or yellow. Customer is given a balloon at random. 25% are red. The probability that a customer is given a green balloon is 0.05. Customer is twice as likely to give a blue balloon than a green balloon. Calculate the probability that the balloon is yellow. You may use the table to help you. So 25% of the balloons are red. That means that probability of the red balloon is just 0.25. Green's already given, 0.05. Now the probability of blue is equal to 2 into green, which is 0.05, 0.1. So you can write that. And now the probability of yellow is equal to 1 minus all of these values, which is equal to 0.6. That's the answer. Question 19. Bag A contains 56 counters. The counters in bag A are shared between Angelique and Hassan in the ratio 3:5. Bag B also contains some counters. The counters in bag B are shared between Angelique and Hassan in the ratio 4:3. In total, Angelique receives 45 counters. Find the number of counters in total in bag B. So Angelique gets from bag A. Angelique gets from bag A how many counters? 3/8 of the total, because totally there are 8 parts, because 3 plus 5 and 3 parts go to Angelique. And now that'll be 3/8 into 56, which is equal to 21 counters. Now for bag B, how much does she get? Bag B for Angelique, she gets 45 minus 21, because she gets 45 total. That's 24 counters. And that's equal to 4 parts. So one part is 24 by 4, which is 6 counters, and 7 parts, which is the total in bag B, is equal to 6 into 7, which is equal to 42 counters. That's the answer. Question 20. The table gives some information about the distances jumped by a group of boys and girls. Mia writes the comparisons of the distances jumped by the boys and girls. Mia's teacher tells her that her comparisons would be better if she wrote them in context. Write improved comparisons of the distances jumped by the boys and the girls. So a larger mean that the boys jumped longer distance on average. Boys jumped longer distance than girls on average. Now for the second one, boys have less consistent jumps than girls. Because the range is higher, that means the largest minus smallest is higher for the boys, which means it's less consistent. Let's go to question 21. Gabriella is a music teacher. She wants to know if the children in the school like music. She asks a sample of the children from the school orchestra if they like music. Explain why the data Gabriella collects is likely to be biased. The people in the school orchestra obviously like music, right? Or at least most of them. So people in the orchestra mostly like music, and that's why they joined. So this gives bias. That's the answer. Let's go to question 22. The diagram shows a rectangle ABCD. E is the midpoint of AB. Over here, EF is 12.5 centimeters. Calculate the shaded area. So the length AE is equal to AB by 2, which is equal to 24 by 2, because DC is 24 and there's a rectangle, so AB is also 24, and that'll be 12 centimeters. So you can mark that there. And now we need to find AF. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared, because this right angle triangle here. It's a right angle because this full thing is a rectangle. And that means AF squared plus 12 squared is equal to 12.5 squared. Let's get our calculator out. 12 squared, 144. 12.5 squared is 156.25 minus 144. We get 12.25. That's AF squared. AF equals root 12.25, and let's do that on a calculator, 3.5 centimeters. Now we can find the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle, that is T, that's equal to 3.5 into 12 into half, because the formula is half BH, half into base into height. That'll be 21 centimeters squared. The area of the rectangle is equal to 24 into 18, which is 432 centimeters squared. And now the shaded area is equal to 432 minus 21, which is equal to 411 centimeters squared. That's the answer. With that, I come to the end of the paper. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends and family, and comment on how you think this video was. With that, it's me, Sanjay Vasu, signing out. Thank you. Bye.